Welcome to part 2 of some of the most severe calluses that we've ever seen. As we discussed previously, there is no cure for this, and the best we can do is to just keep managing them, and she will be in every 1 to 2 months for trimming, so hopefully we'll get to see lots more of this very nice lady. So without further ado, part 2. Or if there's spots you want me to go a little deeper.
No, that's good. You need me to scoot down there?
You are just fine, right where you were. Are. Am I hearing rain outside or sleet?
I hope not.
It could just be I'm hearing the heater, but
Nothing going on out there.
nothing. Okay. Yeah, we have these baseboard heaters in here, and sometimes they make noise.
Yeah. The other patient was telling me they're gonna get a windstorm today.
Tonight, yeah,
Yeah.
we're supposed to. Well, that's right, they're from an hour and a half away,
Yeah.
south of here, yeah.
You know, I think Don's, would just bill it as an office visit, but just level 1, 2, 3, depending on the severity, so, does that make sense?
It does, and
Okay.
now now they change those codes.
Oh,
So you can base it on time.
yep, yeah, that's what I think because sometimes I notice that they were,
Okay. Well, and since you understand insurance billing,
yes.
I can have a different conversation with you about it now.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. So we'll just try and replicate what he did.
yeah, I mean, obviously this one is gonna be more the level. Because it's been so long.
Yeah. You had to be both looking forward to this appointment and dreading it.
Yeah, it'll be nice tomorrow, I'll go get a pedicure.
Oh, okay.
They try to put those the callus removal stuff on it,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't realize that it's not my whole foot, like that thin spot, their skin, so it burns, so it's not so good.
You mean when you go get a pedicure?
Yeah, but they try to do the callus removal.
Oh, they use the acid?
Yeah, and
Oh.
if they put it on my normal skin, it's,
Yeah. Get those edges of the smaller scalpel. And then we'll smooth them all out using a sander.
that's what he did, yeah.
Okay, good. Now, have you ever tried a urea cream on these? Or a lactic acid cream to try and break down some of the thick skin?
I mean, I've tried a lot of creams, I'm not sure if I've tried those.
Okay. Well, it's something we can talk about later.
Yeah,
Because there are some that are for thick calluses, and we can even probably create one from a compounding pharmacy that could help. the goal being, not that they won't come back, the goal being that we can keep you out of here longer in between visits.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, they'll never go away.
No. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Grandma. And you kind of wonder, evolutionarily, like, what was the benefit to some poor caveman that had calluses like this? Like, what did that help? That then got selected for and passed down.
Yeah. Yeah. Just thankful that we don't have to wear high heels and like it was, you know, back when all the women would just always wear high heels and not tennis shoes.
Well, you know,
That's
even
okay.
when I first started working, so that was in the 90s,
Yeah,
I would talk with women in retail who had to wear pumps and heels.
right, I mean, that's my ground. If you think about her walking around New York City with the heels in these feet.
Yeah, that would be tough. I mean, but even back then, the women walking around New York would wear sneakers
yeah,
and then
that's
change
true.
when they got to work. But
Yeah,
imagine having to work retail and standing on feet with calluses like yours.
yeah.
That would be unbearable. I really am feeling like I didn't get enough off of these. Do you want to just sit up and feel those?
Yeah, you can do more on the heels.
Okay, so,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. And you have no other health issues according to your
No.
health forum, okay. Not taking any meds?
No.
Okay. I wonder if this would be considered like a form of ichthyosis.
What's that?
Ichthyosis refers to a condition where you have very thick, scaly skin. This isn't scaly, but it's just unusually thick where there's pressure. So I wonder if this would maybe be considered a form of that. I don't know. Yeah, just curious, the part where we talked about, do you want me to edit that part out?
Yeah, can we do, like edit all my personal stuff?
Absolutely.
Like what I work, like when I'm talking about my work?
Oh, sure. Yep. Certainly.
I mean, if you, I don't know, then.
I'll keep in the part, if it's okay, where we talked about your 16-year-old who has this.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. But yeah, everything else.
Yeah, anything that would be, would
Identifiable.
help
Yeah.
them for any reason, but anything my personal stuff,
Yeah.
that doesn't matter.
Happy to do that. I'm just so grateful that you let me video this.
Yeah.
Because it's unusual, but you know that there are other people out there suffering with it who just aren't doing anything for it except suffering.
Yeah, yeah. Wanted to go to, luckily we had it in our family, I don't know if we're lucky, but, so we knew, but these days, they say the podiatrist don't. So.
Well, this is part of what is, this is different, but oftentimes this is pairing of calluses and corns and is considered routine. And most insurances, unless you're diabetic or have peripheral vascular disease, won't pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
And the podiatrist coming out of residency right now, one of my big beefs is that they just want to do surgery.
Yeah, that's what Tom said.
Yeah, and if that's what you want to do, then why aren't you an MD orthopedist?
Mm-hmm.
Because we do so much more and we understand the mechanics so much better, supposedly. And, but the younger podiatrists coming out don't want anything to do with that. So, most of them.
Mm-hmm.
There are some. All right. So once we work on these a little bit and they start to get a little bit sweaty, the sander will do less and less. So I'm not sure how smooth around the edges we're going to get here, but do what I can. go ahead and feel those heels and see if you need me to take off more even. They're good? Okay, so go ahead and sit up and we'll smooth out the other ones. What?
I just took a.
Oh. Well, you don't have to do this part. We can stop. Well, that was a workout.
Yeah.
For both of us, I'm sure. But is there anything that I missed? Anything that? Nope. Okay. So one thing that I just want to point out to people watching this is, yes, you're going to say, oh, you could have gotten so much more. But underneath this yellow callus skin, there's good skin, and you can only go so far before it bleeds. So we're doing it to your comfort level. And, all right, so let's try having you back in a month.
Okay.
And then after that, we'll go back to your usual 6 weeks.
Okay.
And see if we can come up with any great ideas to lengthen it even more, but if not, we'll do 6.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Well, thank you for letting us do this video
Yes.
and sharing, your issue. And we'll see you next year.
Okay.